Guys, we're back. We're back. Just recording a one-off video. Different day. Normally we record tomorrow, but we've had a heap of stuff drop, so we thought we'd better cover it. Thank you so much for joining us. Hit that subscribe button. It really, really helps us grow this awesome channel. Thumbs up. And I reckon there's going to be a lot of comments in this video, but if you don't want to comment, just pop a little emoji in there. Chuck a good little eggplant in there, or a couple of, basketballs or something like that side by side. Just do whatever you like.
If you don't like it, comment a thumbs down emoji.
Yes, but don't actually hit the thumbs down button. That would be
Exactly.
great. Absolutely.
Like the video and then hit a thumbs down emoji underneath if you don't like the new TV.
Now we're talking. Hello, Hirsch. How are you, mate? It's great to have you here. We had a heap of stuff drop all at once with the new TV. That's what we're talking about in this video, brother.
Oh yeah, man. All kinds of stuff. I was, over here painting some minis, and then I see all kinds of stuff popping up. Boys over in voice chat were like, what is all this? We see the thumbnail, we see the initial requirements, and we're shook. Most of us have retired, but we still see the updates. The server still gets the updates. And we're just seeing this stuff like really kind of blown away on first look.
Yeah. This new territory battle that starts, it looks like probably next week. It is next level. It is tip of the spear. And having a look at what's required, and we're going to go through that. That's the reason for this video today. We're going to go through some of the things that your guild's going to need to compete in it. Some of the things that we noted that are pretty interesting, but this is made to last for some time. We know that the Geonosis territory battle was certainly created for long-term involvement. This takes it to a next level. Some of the requirements are just out of this world. I mean, there's no other word for it. It's out of this world with what you're going to need in this particular one, especially straight away, Hirsch.
Oh yeah, I mean, just right off the top of my head, the first thing I could think of is if this TB starts next week, Grand Inquisitor's event hasn't even came back the second time yet.
Yeah. A lot of people are going to be missing some Grand Inquisitors. And also, we've got requirements for ships that we haven't even unlocked yet. So let's get into that. Yep. Let's have a chat about it. So let's start with phase one. So what we've done is I've compiled just a really, really basic summary. Of course, guys, you know the drill, subject to change, right? We know how that works. But we've just gone through the post, and we picked out a few things that we looked at from a requirements point of view that we think could be a bit of a stretch for many, many guilds. So let's quickly just cover that. Let's start with phase one. So we've gone through phase one, and we've had a bit of a look. And you need these characters at a minimum Relic 5 to compete. You need Jedis, you need Mace Windu, Outrider, obviously not Relic 5, but you need it maxed out. Lord Vader, you need Scythe, you need Dr. Aphra, you need Jabba the Hutt, you need Young Han, you need Kira, you need Lando's Falcon. Of course, also 7-star, not Relic 5. But the surprising one there is Scythe. I mean, we haven't got that yet for, honestly, at least another month yet. So there is not going to be one guild in this game that can complete with some of these missions straight away, Hirsch. We're just going to have to wait.
Yeah, I mean, right away, if you're not in a guild that's getting the marquees maxed out immediately, you're not going to be able to compete in phase one immediately. You got BT1, you got 000, you got Sana. Those are all three relatively new characters. Yeah, a couple of them. I don't know if BT1 or 000 is farmable yet. I'd imagine maybe. But then you Dr. Aphra, you still got to get Dr. Aphra just to be able to do the mission.
Yeah.
You got to have Jabba just to do it. You got to have Lord Vader. That's 2 whole GLs you got to farm just to do a mission.
Yeah. We still don't even know if Aphra's going to be released this week at the time of recording this. We haven't had a post yet.
Yeah, exactly. I think my initial review of this overall TB, this is their last TB. This is their last design. They didn't want to have to go and do it again, so they're making it that much of a difficulty and requirements of character-wise, and it looks like they said all these the required operations characters are going to pretty much stay standard the whole time. So I imagine they know they're going to release more GLs. They know they're going to be more big-time ships and characters and stuff. This is because it's hot and fresh and new, and they can make a couple extra bucks throw it in phase 1. The people that got to spend money to do it, they're going to do it.
Yeah, spot on. So, yeah, Sun is an interesting one, of course, as you said. Scythe, haven't got it yet. BT1 and 000, at Relic 5, a lot of people are going to have that for the standard Dr. Aphra requirements if you're hunting Dr. Aphra at the moment. Not everyone is.
Definitely, but it's still only going to be the tip of the spear people because those are still really new characters.
True.
A lot of people are still just trying to get Jabba. He's still pretty new. Oh. So a lot of people are, they probably put the Aphra farm to the side for a minute, finish up, Jabba. Maybe they're still finishing up Profundity. Like, there's still multiple things that you got to be working on that you have to have for this TB. It's not like Lightside TB where, it's really nice to have all these GLs because then I can platoon my whole CLS team and whatever and be fine. No, you have to platoon your strongest units, and then you're going to have to make stuff happen for your actual missions.
Steps up a little bit in phase 2, Hirsch. We go up to phase 2. Not so much in the required for missions. Jedi, Geonosians, Lando, young Lando, Hondo, of course, at Relic 6, and Jabba the Hutt. Well, again, if you got Jabba, you're gonna have a great time in this TB. That's obvious. But the operations, which we just call them platoons. I mean, we know them as platoons, right? You need to start putting GLs in phase 2. Galactic Legend Raid goes in. Ben Solo, you need 12 of them in your guild to fill platoons. Profundity goes in. JMK goes in there, of course. Kenobi goes in there. You need 2 Sith Eternals to go in. 8 Scythes, haven't got them yet. We'll have them soon. 5 Grand Inquisitors. Again, it's going to come back after the first TB's done. You got it or you don't already. Executor, and you need to put in a Galactic Legend Kylo in phase 2. GLs.
Tearing up the GLs in this one, man.
Yeah, GLs. Are we okay with GLs going in, man? I mean, it's... What do you think about that? We know these guys, these are tip of the spear characters, and to chuck them in platoons, I mean, operations, whatever you want to call it. We'll call it platoons because we know them as that. Chucking them in platoons, that's pretty gross. With the exception of the possibility, which we haven't considered yet, that you can actually drop them in to the operations slot or, platoon slot, but you may be able to use them in the mission. We don't know yet. We're not 100% sure that you're sacrificing these toons. You just need them to fill these.
So they said that operations are going to function effectively as platoons, but everything's always subject to change, Heinz's catchphrase. The whole GL thing, I'm okay with a gradual climb of it, but the fact that there is so many GLs required immediately in phase 2, it's kind of wild to me for operations. I feel like they kind of flip-flopped it a little bit. The operations aren't as bad for the first sector maybe, but the required mission's pretty rough.
Yeah, it is.
Then this one, it's all about platoons, and a lot of people are going to have the high relic geos. It's just, it was a really effective team for a good amount of time. They're solid pilots. It is what it is. You're going to have young Lando. Is he a requirement for someone? No?
Can't remember off the top of my head. I don't think so. But mind you, this is the minimum to compete. They're saying you should have him at Relic 7 to actually be successful.
And we still gotta wait and see how effective these other Omicrons are gonna actually be.
True.
Maybe Rolo absolutely just demolishes some of these missions, so it's fine to put your GLs aside because everybody's gonna have to start investing in these TB Omicrons.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be tough for you guys. And the other, 20 gauntlet guilds that are going to really be wanting to compete in this TB, you're going to have to decide where your investment goes.
That's
now
right.
You're going to have to split it 3 ways.
That's right.
TB was kind of the back burner for a long time. Now it's TW, GAC, and TB all at the forefront of where you're going to put your Omicrons. That's the big choke point right now for you guys.
Yep.
A lot of people, it's the gear. For you guys, it's the Omicrons.
Good news is there's always packs, Hirsch. Just saying, mate. There's always packs. I'm kidding.
Oh, don't worry. With your get through, you can get a massive 1 out of the store.
Phase 3 steps it up a bit. Phase 3, we're going to step it up. Minimum Relic 7, recommended Relic 8. Light side Wookiees. This one triggered your interest, Hirsch. Light side Wookiees.
Yeah, man. We don't have a Wookiee tag.
Yeah.
So for the fact that they call out light side Wookiees kind of intrigues me a little bit. look, I haven't played Sorgo in a while. I don't even remember if there's 5 light side Wookiees in the game. I know we got Clone Wars Chewie, we got Chewpio, we got Chewbacca. That's about it. We got Zalbar. Vandor?
Yep.
Yeah.
Zalbar. So,
and then
yeah,
what is Zalbar light side or dark
side? No, I think he's pretty sure he's light side.
Yeah, so there you go. There's 5. But how are you going to make that work in a team where like this TB is not supposed to be easy? It doesn't matter. Like
you're predicting a new edition soon, Hirsch, possibly?
If they're going to make a mission for Wookiees, I think Captain Tarful could be coming.
Ooh, I like it. There we go. Little hint from Hirsch, maybe. You just never know your luck.
Look at this fur. I'm getting the Wookiee senses, baby.
There's a Profundity mission. You need Dr. Aphra. Again, hasn't been released yet. Maybe this week, maybe not at the time of recording this. You need Empire. Well, we got plenty of Empire. You need Fennec Shand. Anyone that's, certainly what she's capable of. Jabba the Hutt, of course. Grand Inquisitor, lead Inquisitors. That's going to count a lot of people out for the first iteration of this territory battle, because if you haven't got it yet, tough luck. You have to wait till the next time around. And of course, there's an executor battle as well. But when it comes to the operations, again, it comes pretty hard on the GL front. GL Luke, you need 7 of them. Ben Solo, you need 7. You need 6 Reys, 4 Kenobis, 3 Kylos, 6 Sith Eternals, 10 Scythes we haven't got yet. So, you're basically not really going to be able to complete these platoons. You're just not, especially the first time around. 000 you need as well. Trips, people have Trip. 5 Lord Vaders. Scythe is the bit that hurts in Phase 3 off the rip there, Hirsch, in my opinion. That's pretty hard to put them in straight off without actually being able to have it unlocked yet.
I mean, because you and I both know, as well as a lot of other people, the platoons are a big key to being successful in TB.
Yeah.
Without completing those platoon missions, you lose out on a massive benefit to your team.
Correct. Let's move to Phase 4. Let's keep moving along here to Phase 4. And minimum Relic 8. Recommended Relic 9. This is where it starts to step up. We're at the halfway mark, and then they start to hit you hard. Jedi you need ready to go. Phoenix is one. Relic 8 Phoenix or above.
Yeah. If you're looking to get your rebel pilots up, there you go. There's a reason now.
That's right. Third Sister's caught up in Phase 4. A mission for Reva. No one's got her yet.
I mean, it's similar to Cam having the mission in the end of LSTB. It was there at the start. I can understand.
It's nothing unusual. Yeah. Inquisitorius, of course, getting a big bump in Phase 4. You need those. Relic 8 minimum. Relic 9 probably. Kira, you need Kira up at Relic 8 or Relic 9. I very much doubt people are going to have that. L3 possibly, and Ghost obviously maxed out as well. There are missions for those. When it comes to the platoons or the operations, whatever you want to call it, you need 7 GL Lukes to be platooned. You need a Son of Staros platoon. You need 2 Kenobi, 7 Profundity, 6 Kylos, 5 Reys, 8 Sith Eternal Emperors, 7 Scythes, haven't got it yet. Lord Vader, you need 8 of those and 3 Executors, all just to basically smack in platoons. Hopefully we can use them. Realistically, knowing how CG works in this TB, you're probably giving them away.
No.
You're probably giving them away.
I bet it's going to be the same as the old platoons.
Yeah. Once they're in, tough luck, can't use them. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you enjoyed farming them because you can't use them. That's what we're expecting in this case.
Try next time.
Yeah, that's right. Phase 5, again, gets even more gross. Minimum. Relic 9 to do a combat mission in Phase 5. Cassian at Relic 9. K2 at Relic 9. 8th brother at Relic 9, 5th brother at Relic 9, 7th sister at Relic 9, Jabba the Hutt Relic 9. Well, if you got Jabba, you're probably prioritizing him anyway. Young Han at Relic 9. I don't think so. Vandor at Relic 9 as well. That is mental, straight up. Platoons, again, it gets even more disgusting. It's just a GL fest. GL Luke, you need 8. You need Kenobi, you need 11 of them. 6 Reys, 1 Lord Vader, 8 Grand Inquisitors, 5 Kylos, 8 Scythes we haven't got yet. Sith Eternal, you need 8 of those. And then, of course, 4 Lord Vaders. No, 5 Lord Vaders. I've doubled it up in that list. You need 5 of them in total. That's my mistake. Nice. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. We're recording this at stupid o'clock right now, so I'm going to make mistakes. Yep. Where do we start, Hirsch, on this one? This is gross, mate. This is gross.
I mean, even somebody like you, you guys see up there in the top corner, it subs for R9, Hoth Rebel Soldier. Like, this guy does dumb stuff like this all the time.
Fact.
I don't think you have enough teams to do the missions at Relic 9.
Nope. No, I do not. I mean, no one does. No one has gone, hey, let's Relic 9 my Vandor Chewbacca. Like, I mean, no one's going to do that.
It's like I've seen some Relic 8 Vandor Chewies, and that's kind of like, oh, you ballsy. You kind of wild. Okay.
Yeah. No, so that's it. So you got to prioritize young Han and Vandor Chewie to Relic 9 level to do a combat mission. That's pretty insane. It's pretty insane.
Did we skip over the one? It might have been phase 4 or phase 3 where Ghost is in a required mission, but it's also in the platoons.
Yes. I'm pretty sure it was phase 3, wasn't it? I think was it you need a Ghost.
I know we talked about this before. Is it either 3 or 4?
Ghost.
It's 4.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ghost is required in a mission for ships, but it's also in the platoons.
Also platoons.
So whoever platoons that, sorry about it.
Yep.
That's one mission you don't get to do for your guild. So that's right. Get 3 lost.
That's right. So so phase 5 is super gross, and then it doesn't get any better in phase 6. Relic 9 minimum at the moment as well. And don't forget, this is subject to change down the track when they get higher relics, I'm sure, one day. Who's got a Relic 9 base? Who's got a Relic 9 Chirrut? Who's got a Relic 9 Scarif Rebel Pathfinder?
Look, we both know somebody that loves their Scarif Rebel Pathfinder, and I don't think she would even take him to R9.
Yeah. And this is the thing. We don't know if this is for individual missions. This looks like you need all of them for one mission. Like, that's how it reads.
I'd imagine all of those rebels right there, that's one mission.
Yeah.
And all of those Empire units, that's another mission.
Yep. That's what I'm thinking.
And then Jabba, Afra, and all of them, that's another mission. So you got 3 missions there.
Yep. So Baze, Chirrut, Scarif, Cassian, K2, and Pow. You're going to need a Relic 9 to even compete in a combat mission. That's what we're expecting, but we're not sure. But
I think it's going to be like some sort of combination mission where it's half ground, half fleet.
Yep. Darth Vader, Iden, Imperial TIE Fighter, obviously maxed out. Jabba the Hutt, Relic 9. And of course, this is the big kicker, isn't it? Dr. Aphra at Relic 9 hasn't been released yet. Trip at Relic 9 level. No, that's just mental. And BT1 at Relic 9 level. Relic 6, 7, yeah, you could see a few of those around, I reckon. You would have to be bat crazy to have those 000 and PT1 at Relic 9 level. But then, of course, we got the platoons or the operations. Call it whatever you like. Luke, you need 7 Lukes, Galactic Legend Lukes. You need 7 Kenobis, 10 Reys, 10 Ben Solos, 10 Lord Vaders, 13 Sires we haven't got yet. Sana, of course, we know, has just dropped. 4 Kylos, 2 Sith Eternals. Holy balls. I mean, there's no other word for it, man. Like
they have to be planning another 2 GLs for the next year.
Yeah. This is
for the amount of GLs that are required in these operations. They have to replenish your stock.
Yeah, that it is.
Either that, or they're going to go TB Omicron focused for the next year, and GAC Omicrons are done for a while.
There's only I mean it's just, what can I say? I mean, the only thing that makes me happy is that for some reason we did a sub goal a while ago, and Cassian was a Relic 9. Target. I had no idea, of course, it was happening.
Yeah, because he was bad.
Because he was stupid and he was crap. And all of a sudden, he might be useful now. So that's the only saving grace for me personally. But, I mean, this is, as I said, let's call it what it is, Hirsch. I mean, there are probably between 15 and 20 realistic, serious guilds that are going to be competing in this territory battle, right?
Yeah, like actually doing, being able to consistently complete operations and move forward with missions. I'd say 20 to 25.
Yeah. And anyone under that is going to do maybe phase 1 and then take, 5 days off.
And they're not going to get the operations done, so they're not going to get very far in the missions. Yep. So they're probably going to absolutely hate it.
But the actual star, the first star, might still be more valuable than doing the Geonosian territory battle.
I hope so.
Well, it needs to be. Otherwise, what's the point? So there's going to be some serious decisions. I see a couple of problems with this off the rip, right? This is what I see. Any free-to-play player has been really hard done by. Like, anyone free-to-play with these requirements, I feel so sorry for you guys right now. I really do.
Slap in the face.
It is a huge just kick in the nuts. It really is. So any free-to-play players been playing this game for a while, I don't know what to say to you guys, but I feel for you because it's hard.
I got room in the boners of retirement.
So that's gross. The other thing that I think is really going to be interesting and an issue is guilds. And we kind of touched on this over the last few weeks with the new TB on the horizon. Any top end guild, everyone's going to want to join them if they've got the requirements. Any big player who's been kind of playing with their friends in the lower guild just to hang with their mates, but really are competitive in say GAC and all these other game modes, they're going to be hurting by not being involved in this territory battle. They're actually going to be harming themselves and their account if they're a serious player. They're going to be looking for new homes. Yeah. They're going to be looking for new homes. And a mid-tier guild is going to lose top-end players. There's going to be a real rift between those who compete in this territory battle and those that don't even have a chance. And they're going to be stuck on Geonosis for a long time, Hirsch. And I don't know if that's a healthy thing. I think I feel that goes against us trying to bring new people through to play these game modes and bring new players through and entice them into new exciting content. They're going to be playing stuff we've been playing for many years now, honestly, and I don't know if that's healthy.
I personally think they could have tuned it down a little bit and made some entry level planets. Mm-hmm. Once you pass those planets, then they're not accessible anymore. Mm-hmm. But for the big guilds, it's just kind of, for your first run, it's a test drive of how the new TB operates. But for the smaller guild, it is their constant battleground. It is where they're trying to get through that planet, and that's their grind. That's their work towards, is through that planet. Where you guys are working towards taking over the galaxy.
Correct.
That's what the big guilds are doing. I don't know why they couldn't have basically shelved the old TB design and worked this one to work for basically everyone. Once you're done with Hoth and you're pretty decent in Geonosis, mm-hmm. you should be able to be doing this. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be a 500 mil requirement like it feels like.
Yeah. The other thing is, would you be happy now, and I've never discussed this, would you be happy now for them to go back and rework the Geonosian territory battles so they're more achievable, specifically the light side one? I think the dark side one is certainly quite achievable, but the light side, we know that there's years and years down the track that guilds are going to have the appropriate GP to even get max stars in it. Should they be now going back, do you think, and maybe tweaking that particular, the last few phases back a little bit to make them more achievable so that people that are going to be playing that game mode for a long time will have a chance to actually complete it?
I think that would be really good. They could, if they just reduce statistics by like a 10%, just nothing crazy, just turn it down just a bit. Mm-hmm. Phase 4 of Darkside, it can be a little rough in spots, but most of Lightside is pretty rough for a lot of people. Yeah. If you have the right teams and the right mods, and you work really hard, it can be really easy. And, if you get some Omicrons, it can be really quite easy. But those last phases are still rough.
Agreed.
And I think I like what you were saying there. You bring them up to speed. You make them feel more confident, more comfortable, and more powerful. So it encourages them to keep moving forward. Where part of like me kind of losing distaste with my OG account was I felt very stagnant in the Lightside TB.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything that I could work towards that I was really feeling like I could achieve.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like this is going to do for a lot of guilds.
I think if we want to bring players through, I think we need to think that way again. If you want to bring players through and close the rift a bit, because I think this is going to make the rift bigger, because guilds at the top end are going to be competing and getting far better awards, which is going to certainly increase their roster. And we know that CG is working pretty hard on trying to level that out a bit and bring, low to mid-tier players up to the higher stages. That's great. I'm really concerned that by not tweaking the Geonosis territory battle, you're actually counterproductive, because you're going to create a bigger rift of those that are consistently doing the new TB in comparison to those that are not.
Is it possible to max out Lightside TB still?
Lightside, no. You can't do it.
I didn't think so.
You can't
starter-wise because of ships.
Because of ships. You need something like another 100 million or something like that.
Like
just
man,
in ships.
it's insane.
Yeah, so it's certainly would be good to have an achievable target. So those that are certainly going to be doing that for a while at least feel like they're going to have a chance of completing it and being successful. Because if people feel like they're not successful, they're going to go, you know what? Why do I bother? Screw it. And I don't want that. I love this game, but seriously, it definitely needs to be looked at.
It's definitely. I can see a lot of people hanging it up for this.
Yeah, it's sad. Let's hope it doesn't get to that. But you can't tell people what to do. If they want to play, they're going to play. If they don't, they don't. It's totally up to them. Thank you so much, Hirsch. It's been a really, really good chat, mate. We've covered a fair bit here. There is so much more with this territory battle still to chat about. All the abilities. We haven't even talked about the modifiers or anything yet. We haven't talked about the rewards. There'll be videos coming up probably in the next few days. We'll cover those. We just want to talk about the actual requirements of what your guild's going to need to be semi-competitive, we think, in this new territory battle.
Yeah.
So
subject to change.
Yeah, subject to change. So we'll have to just wait and see on that one, guys. Again, please hit the subscribe button. All that fun stuff. Hit the follows. Enjoy. Thank you so much. We'll see you on Twitch Live, of course, on Friday nights and Monday, Thursday mornings during the week, guys, on our GSE streams. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you real soon. And let us know in the comments below what you guys think about these requirements. Which ones are the worst for you? We'll hear from you soon. Cheers. Bye.